Hi, and welcome to Beaufort Business Banter, where we take a little time each week getting better acquainted with some fantastic local business people and folks involved with local charities. I'm your host, Will McCullough, and I'm the owner and broker in charge of Century 21 Coastal Town Realty, located at 83 Sam's Point Road on Ladies Island, and we are the sponsors for this broadcast. Our guest today is Jose Vergara of South Atlantic Bank. So thank you for joining us today, Jose. Good to see you.
My pleasure.
Thank you. So I brought you in today for our first episode because, you're an extremely charismatic guy and you're very involved in the community and your business. And not only, full disclosure, do I consider you a good friend, but you're somebody I hold in high regard. So thank you again for joining us. So I wanted to give folks a chance to get to know you and your bank and everything else a little bit better. So I've got some questions for you starting off. So first off, it's pretty easy. How long have you lived here in the Beaufort area in general?
My wife and I have called Beaufort home for 22 years now.
Excellent, excellent. And where'd you come from before that?
She and I grew up in Northeast Indiana, so this was a huge upgrade for where we grew up. So yeah, we love it here.
Excellent. So 22 years. So you mentioned your wife, so let's talk a little bit more about that. So wife, children, pets, tell us a little bit. You're comfortable as far as your family.
I've been surprisingly been married to Jamie for 23 years this summer.
Okay.
Still a shock to me and probably most others that know us. We have two daughters, Lily, who's just finished her sophomore year at the University of Tennessee, and Ava, who's just finishing up her sophomore year at Beaufort High.
Excellent, fantastic, fantastic. So once again, you're known in the community and respected, but what's something and the viewers, what's something that nobody may know about you that you're comfortable sharing? And remember, this is PG, so.
Most people are surprised to learn that I actually was born in Mexico.
Okay.
Didn't learn to speak English till I started school, maybe 5, 6. And what surprises people is like, but you don't speak with an accent. How could you be born in Mexico? And I'm like, sorry, I'm not sure why. I'm sorry I don't speak with an accent. But yeah, I grew up, but like I said, I grew up in Northeast Indiana, but was born in Mexico.
And you may have said it, but I may have missed it. At what age you said you were 5 when you moved from
We were
Mexico?
I was about 4.5, 5 years old when we moved to the States.
Excellent. What would you say, and there's probably a lot of answers to this question, but if you could pick one, what would you say is like a key to your success in life, in business, however you want to take that question?
Key to success, especially in business, is be responsive. As a realtor, if you're not responsive, you're not going to get the business. Yeah. People want to make sure that their questions are being answered in a timely manner. So that's where we grow. South Atlantic Bank grows. Our biggest base is we are a community bank. And when you call us, humans answer the phone, which surprises a lot of people. Like, whoa, I was waiting for a voicemail. No. We will answer. Even on Saturdays, people call my cell phone. If they have issues, if I can make it happen, I can make it happen. And that's why people come and bank with a community bank like us.
Excellent. So you would say right off the bat that one of your key success is communication and in a timely manner.
That is correct.
Excellent. Well, let's just take a minute or two and tell us a little bit more about South Atlantic Bank and yourself and how you might be able to help folks who are watching this.
Sure. Well, we're new to the Beaufort community. We've been in the Beaufort County community for a while now. We have 2 branches in Hilton Head and 1 in Bluffton. We are the 12th branch of the South Atlantic Bank family. We range all on the coast of South Carolina from Myrtle Beach to Hilton Head. Okay. And there's already 2 more going up, one in the Charleston area, and we're looking to expand. So unlike other banks that are selling off their assets, we are continuing to grow at a great rate and pleasing our customers as we go along.
Now, I know just from driving around Beaufort, so right now, at this very moment, you are physically located where?
Currently, we are in the shopping center that's in where Staples is here in Beaufort on Robert Smalls Parkway.
Actually in the shopping center
Correct.
At this moment.
Correct. But our buildings is being up. Walls went up 2 days ago, so we're looking to move into our permanent home directly in front of the new Publix there on Robert Smalls Parkway, hopefully December 1st.
So if you see that construction going on roadside right there in front of the Publix, that building that's being built right now is your new location.
That's going to be our home.
Awesome, awesome. Mm-hmm. Well, you've got to answer some questions for me, but obviously, I do real estate. My wife Dina and I have done real estate here locally in the area for well over 25 years, and we're the owners of Century 21 out on Ladies Island. What's a local real estate related question that I could answer for you?
Sure. So we bought our home.
And make it an easy one.
We bought our home almost 2 years ago.
Okay.
And for whatever reason, my wife is still looking to see houses for sale, but
Okay.
I'm not moving.
All right.
They will bury me in that backyard.
You sure you don't want to move?
No, don't want to move.
Because I know a guy.
Don't want to move.
Okay.
But she's constantly looking at the value of our home
Okay.
online. And depending on which website you go, it ranges there's a substantial difference between some of the websites. So how accurate, I guess, is some of that those values in your opinion?
That's a good question. So a lot of times right now when you go online, you're going to see things like, what's my home worth? Click here, or click here for a free home valuation. And that is a good tool. I mean, that type of thing does empower the consumer and it gives them a lot of information, but it's using algorithms and things that it can find online to compare what this system sees as apples to apples, based off the knowledge of the system. So it'll get you sometimes in a ballpark, maybe in the orchard, but not necessarily in the right tree, if that makes sense. Honestly, the way everybody, real estate is a broad topic, and everybody who does, who's into industry does things a different way. I'll tell you how Dina and I do it, and how I counsel our agents to do it. It's absolutely impossible to give somebody an estimation of value solely looking at things online. So like if you were calling me about that question, and that doesn't mean, hey, I want to sell, that's just, I'd like to know what my home is worth. So I don't care if you're going to sell tomorrow, 6 months from now, 6 years from now, or never. I just want to answer that question for you. So what we will do is Dina and we will come to your home. You don't have to clean up or get it show ready or anything like that. That's not necessary. We're not judging you or taking pictures. We just want to come in and take a quick assessment. So we'll come in the home, and it normally doesn't take us but 10 or 15 minutes. We'll come in, we'll take a look around, and since Dina and I have done that so long together, we do it in a different way. Dina's background is she used to be an accountant before she ever started this with me. So she's very much like A plus B equals C. And I'm more intangible, like, well, yeah, I know this one just sold for this, and I really think this. I just have a different way of getting to the same answer. So we go our separate ways when we come in the house. So she'll go around and take all kinds of notes. I'll go around and take all kinds of notes, totally separate. And then we make a game of it. We then go back to our office, and we'll always have that answer for you within 24 hours. So we come in, we both look around, but we don't talk to each other. Then we go back, she spends a little bit of time getting her answers, what do I think it's worth and why, and here's some things I'd recommend they do, and I do it. And then once we both have our separate answers, we compare notes and say, hey, I got X, well, I got this. And then we kind of debate about it a little. And then I decide, okay, Dina, you're right. And then we come back to the consumer with a detailed report recommending the price that we recommend, why we recommend it, and just kind of outline it all. So that's how we do it. So the home valuation things you see online, they are very helpful, but truly if you want to know what your home will go for in the current market, just give us a ring, invite us in, and we'll go from there. Anything else you'd like to add here for right now as far as your place? I know you also, and I'm putting you on the spot here right now, so hopefully you don't have to edit this out, but I know you do a lot of work with, I think, Beaufort charities?
Correct.
Anything putting you on the spot, but I'm not aware anything coming up with that?
No, well, actually, we have what we call a Clubs for Kids coming up in June. Where we, thankfully to all of our sponsors, we purchase brand new golf clubs for kids, which is not cheap.
No, not at all.
But these kids get to come out to various golf courses throughout the Low Country and get to have free lessons from golf pros from several of the golf courses around town, around the Beaufort County, and they get to actually take these golf clubs home, and hopefully it lights a spark. And so, because golf is a game that you can pretty much play all through your life. Okay. I grew up in Northeast Indiana. Basketball is my thing. I don't need to be pulling muscles trying to play basketball anymore with these young folks. But golf is, like I said, it's a sport you can play throughout your golden years. And so we hope to ignite a spark. And for some kids that maybe they've never even touched a golf club before. Okay. And so to have a brand new set of clubs just for them to practice in their backyards, it's a cool sight to see.
That's really cool. Well, I'm glad I asked that, so thank you. Well, thank you for joining for this week's episode of Beaufort Business Banter. If you are interested in talking to Jose and learning more about him or his bank, we're going to be putting his contact info up on the screen. And then also, if you are interested in being a guest on the show in the future, or if you have questions regarding the local real estate market, always happy to answer those too. You're welcome to reach out to me. Once again, I'm Will McCullough. I'm the owner and broker in charge of Century 21 Coastal Town Realty. And I thank you very much for joining us today. So thanks a lot, and we'll see you next time.